By now everyone knows the fastest way to beat this game is to be put through a lot of tables, but we're here to learn how much faster it is than our previous challenge, which if you missed, you should check out first. The link is in the description. Now let's take a look at the rules for this run because it needs to be at least slightly challenging. We cannot at any point change our attributes. We must play on SmackDown difficulty. We must use weapons to win as quickly as possible. And we must win at WrestleMania 19 and become or remain WWE Champion. Now before we begin, I'm Dragon DDT and I'll be trying to find the soft spot in the tables because we'll be going through a lot. With that said, we're going to be once again picking the best wrestler this game has to offer, Ultimo Dragon. Of course, I know we used him last time. We gotta remain consistent for the sake of comparison. Speaking of consistent, there's our trusty timer, which we can never truly end at the right time. One day, we'll get the hang of this. Anyways, let's take our dragon friend, his 10 overall, and get this started. Tajiri will be our first subject to demonstrate how most of this run will go. And yes, I said most of the run because we can't use the table trick, that's what I'm calling this, in gimmick and title matches because there are no DQ. Kinda like this one we requested against Rey Mysterio for the Cruiserweight title. If you remember from the last run, we do this in order to get booked because we don't usually get matches this month. For this match, we won't be using our beloved turnbuckle technique like last time. This time we'll be using Triple H's go-to weapon, and no, I don't mean a shovel, you smartass. It looks like we're trying to choke Rey with the hammer. Between that and beating him with it, I don't think there's a more enjoyable way to win the title. After a minute of getting Mysterio better acquainted with the sledgehammer, we drop him with the Acai DDT and take the title for ourselves in almost 3 minutes. And even though that time is much faster than the average time from the last run, it's still much slower than our first match. Rey Mysterio is getting a rematch for our title and we dismantle him with the sledgehammer once more, hoping to get a quicker time than last. Much to our disappointment, the match ends up taking longer, ending after we give him a DDT onto the chair. The only way that could have been better was if we hit the Acai DDT on the chair, which I don't think is possible. Looks like we have the last week of April off. Maybe they have something for us at the pay-per-view. Oh come on, we don't even make it to the Backlash pay-per-view. So much for being the champion of this damn show. So we form a tag team with A-Train, a guy we don't have much love for from the last video. We get more chances to use a table trick and pick up more DQ victories against Matt Hardy, our former tag partner Rhino, John Cena and Sean O'Haire, then Sean O'Haire and Rhino. We have to break the streak of tag team fun with a singles match against Charlie Haas. It has something to do with the tag match we have with him and Benjamin at the next pay-per-view. No matter, it ends up getting us the win and a face full of wood for our troubles. Judgment Day comes and so does our tag team cage match. We can't use any weapons in this match, but if we're lucky, the world's greatest tag team might just glitch out in the corner and let us escape. Benjamin goes for the escape, but instead of stopping him, we head to the other side to try to do the same. Too bad A-Train is getting stomped out. This hairy potato attacks us for no reason, proving what we always knew to be true. He's absolutely useless. That does it. We're leaving. Who even cares if we win the titles with Albert? Matter of fact, I doubt the dude could even win the match for us. See what I mean? He's just lying there while Charlie escapes. Hurry up and get the dude. And now he's glitched out in the corner. See what I mean by useless? Hope we never get the displeasure of working with this guy again. We picked up Lita again as our manager because she's the best woman on this show right now. Even better than that is getting to claim a victory over our former partner, Albert. That's for losing that cage match, buddy. Matt Hardy ambushes us backstage and this sets up the next match. He fucks us up pretty good and defeats us with a twist of fate. Look, he ambushed us after we got a mouthful of table from Albert. Cut the dragon some slack, okay? After taking our second loss, we step into the ring with Cena. I swear that things aren't heading off the rails. See what I mean? We still got this. We wrestle Matt again because for some reason, he just follows Lita wherever she goes. Honestly, I think we need to call the police. This just doesn't feel right. Lita takes on Matt at Bad Blood, just like the last run, However, we're gonna make sure that this one is much shorter than that one. The only problem with that is we might have forced her to get herself DQ'd. Someone please call the police. I don't like the look of this. We aren't booked for the first week of July because we're too busy working with the police to get Matt away from Lita. For legal reasons, we can't disclose any of that information. When we come back, we request a shot at the United States Championship, and that's why we're fighting the Crippler. The entire 7-minute match is a back and forth between sledgehammer shots and reversals. We win our first US title, but I have to admit it's a little bittersweet because we take too much time doing it. Now, as we pointed out earlier, no DQ matches are a lot quicker than the latter, so in this match, we defend our newly won title against Eddie Guerrero. Eventually we hit Eddie with his own frog splash for the win, but that's only after 4 minutes and 39 seconds. That might not sound all that bad again, but you'll understand more clearly when we go over the times at the end. Apparently, our general manager rewards failure because Eddie gets another shot at our title despite being beaten. The turnbuckle pad is removed because we need more effective strategies in this match. The only way we can think to do this is by throwing Eddie into the corner and pummeling him with the hammer. That plan fails miserably. And you can see that by the damage we've taken. The only thing we have left is to put him away the same way we did Rey Mysterio in the beginning. We made it to Vengeance. Hope you like the stage, because we aren't even booked. The first week of August starts with us defending our US title in a TLC Fatal 4-Way. This match wasn't anticipated and left us wondering what the hell to do. So we do what everyone else does when it comes to a match like this. Just go for it. Thanks to Edge just standing there, we retain our title. Maybe he still remembers his time in the squad. Oh look! Something new, a title defense against Eddie Guerrero. Every time we face Latino heat, we just get more disappointed, and this time is no different. We spin the match beating him with a chair for some reason, then pin him the same way we did last time, just with a much worse time than before. This time we defend our title in a battle royal against Edge, Guerrero, and Mysterio. Just like the cage match, we can't use any weapons, so all we can do is survive. The first man out is Rey Mysterio due to our signature kick combo. We catch Eddie with what I can only guess is a German suplex with one hell of a bridge. Someone please let me know what that move's called. It's awesome. Speaking of bridges, we eliminate Edge with a Northern Light suplex to retain our title. We did great to survive, but the match only cost us over 10 minutes. Okay, wait, hear me out. We're the US champion and have only really been defending it recently. Let's get rid of the Cruiserweight title and move on. Now let's head to SummerSlam and focus on keeping our time short and keeping our title. Well, so much for saving time. Look at this, a cage match with Edge. The only thing to do in this match is to cross our fingers and hope that it doesn't take 10 minutes. Believe it or not, after throwing Edge into the exposed corner, for some reason, yeah, it's an exposed corner. What? I didn't do it. It probably just fell off somehow. I'm not the turnbuckle guy. We escaped to win the title because of whatever the issue is with this game in corners and cages. Next we face off against Big Show to start the faction storyline, and since it's a normal match, it's back to business as usual. After weeks of eating nothing but tables, we made it to No Mercy, and to catch you up, we're wrestling against Brock Lesnar in a hardcore match. For no real reason. This is the match where we learn the strat that will help us with all the matches where there are no DQ. And there's no better training dummy than Brock. We merged the turnbuckle technique with the sledgehammer, and I can't believe how much more damage it does than anything else we could try. We waste a bit more time trying to perfect the technique, then pin Lesnar in 3 minutes 46 seconds. I guess Lesnar wasn't satisfied with losing to us at No Mercy. I don't know what to tell him because, well, This match isn't going to go any different. See? We make it to Rebellion with a new confidence and are challenged by the Animal for our title. We make quick work of him using our trusty weapons, just like we did with the Beast, and keep moving on. A-Train is our next opponent, and I'll let this whole match play out just to point out one thing. This table strat is amazing and fast and all, but if you don't time it properly, like that, you could be in danger. Remember, we only have 10 overall, meaning no durability. Okay, let's pause for a second. Title matches have kind of been slowing us down, so hear me out. We're going to drop the title to our current group member, Big Show, and move on. And while Big Show gets the US Championship, let's see what we get. Yep, that's about right. Here we are at Survivor Series, and we're going to show our opponents an up close and personal view of our enclosure, starting with this guy. A-Train enters the match and proves again why we were out of our minds to agree to let him be our tag partner. We get taken out by a nasty suplex on the steel, and to return the favor, we slam the crippler's face into the pod and eliminate him. We manage to isolate Rhino for long enough to weaken him, and we eliminate Rhino right when Kurt enters. Lesnar pins Albert off a belly-to-belly suplex while we throw Kurt into what looks like the pod, but sounds like the chain wall. Okay. Then the Beast scares the hell out of us by giving us another slam onto the steel. Luckily, we managed to escape. Eventually, Kurt pins Brock after an ankle or angle lock, I don't know, and we immediately throw him into the pod and pin him for the win after 9 minutes 27 seconds. That should be the last long match we have to endure for this entire run. Gonna pause right here to mention that we have to beat 3 guys in order to be #1 contender for the WWE title. You'll never guess how we do that. Ha! Bet you didn't expect that. Much like I wasn't expecting this. The damn guy decides to brutally take our head clean off our shoulders. And if that wasn't bad enough, he drops us hard with an F5. Somehow we reverse the pin attempt and give him the receipt of a lifetime. That was too damn close. My man just said his cousin flew in to help him out. Help him with what? Where the fuck is our title? For some reason we have to wrestle The Rock. That doesn't explain where our title went. Another match and no title. What's even happening right now? So apparently Brock has an identical twin cousin, and that's who we beat, meaning we aren't champion. Welcome to Armageddon. We slam Brock into the corner a few times, or maybe it's his cousin. Who the hell knows, right? They're twins. Eventually we lure whoever the hell this is onto the cell and throw him off to relieve a little of our anger. Okay, that's good enough. Let's bring home the win and the gold. And there's the proof we're looking for. That was our first match as WWE Champion, but I don't know why it was against him. Moving on. For some reason, we are a part of a battle royal to determine our opponent at Royal Rumble. This is a match we end up losing, but worse than that is it goes on for 11 minutes. We couldn't just lose, we had to kill our time too. Thanks whoever booked this mess. Oh well, we are WWE Champion and don't have to gamble on the Royal Rumble after all. We just have to keep the title, win at WrestleMania, and try to keep the matches short like these two. It's time for the Royal Rumble, and we'll be defending the WWE and US titles in a tag match with Big Show. That means we get to use him to get the easy win. That's right, Show. Give him the showstopper. Does anyone remember that's actually the name of his chokeslam? I swear I can't remember the last time I ever heard it called that. Maybe HBK had a problem with it, who knows? So Undertaker won the Royal Rumble, which really isn't that big a deal, but we need to stay in shape so we can be at our best when we face him at Mania. Guess what that means? It's time to go through some more tables. No Way Out feels like it came out of nowhere. We have to win 2 matches this time, and the first one will be easy, but the last one will have Vince as referee. We beat the first guy under 4 minutes, making sure to use the turnbuckle and sledgehammer to our advantage as usual. Though I must admit, he did a lot more reversing than anything else, but we managed to beat him down and pin him with the Northern Light suplex. That move is still one of the greatest moves we have in our arsenal. Okay, I just want to say, fuck Kurt Angle and his reversals. This match pissed me off far more than any other. And after all that, we get the painstaking win, no thanks to Vince's slow count. Now that the worst is over, we set our sights on the road to WrestleMania. It's a road paved with endless amounts of smashed tables, and we plan on smashing through a few more. This is it, the moment we've been waiting for. We're here at WrestleMania and ready to defeat Taker to retain our title. The first stage of hell is a hardcore match, but we treat it like a regular title match because we don't want to spend too much time on it, which backfires horribly anyways. However, we treat the dead man to a sledgehammer special. Eventually he tries to finish us, but we have none of it. After an Acai DDT, we pick up the win. Let's make sure the third fall doesn't even happen. Next, we have the second stage, a steel cage match. And you know what? I'm gonna let this entire match play out. I'm gonna admit, we shouldn't have won this match so easily, but the corner glitch or whatever the hell it's called, with the corner thing, yeah, it's just too strong. That's not a complaint, by the way. Anyways, I did it again. I stopped the timer too damn late. One day, I'll get this right. Now let's check out those stats. Out of 58 matches, we won 56 and lost 2. The shortest match time was 19 seconds and was from our very first match against Tajiri. The longest match time was a regrettable 12 minutes 59 seconds from the triple threat match with The Undertaker and The Rock. Dear God. The average time of each match was 2 minutes and 34 seconds, which means the total time from bell to bell for each match was 2 hours, 28 minutes, and 52 seconds, shaving 1 hour, 22 minutes, and 59 seconds off the corrected overall time of 3 hours, 57 minutes, and 51 seconds. It's time to answer the question. This run's overall time was 2 hours, 55 minutes, and 20 seconds faster. The bell-to-bell time was 2 hours, 40 minutes, and 50 seconds faster. And the average time was 2 minutes and 52 seconds faster than the original run. That means you probably should try this run if you want to speed through the game, but still kinda want a decent challenge. Now to wrap this up, I'd like to know your thoughts on the run. Would you even call this a challenge? Also, let me know if you tried this run yourself, and if so, let me know how it went. This run has left me wondering, is this even the fastest way to beat this game?